All right, y'all, because get in here so we can talk about this latest episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This shit, let me tell you, I wrote, when Bambi said Mamadee couldn't keep a tooth, but we going to talk about it. All right, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, be active down there in them comments for real, because we finna discuss this episode, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. First off on the scene, we got Mozzie and Chaotic. I think that's a great way to open up the episode. Them two linking up with each other for the greater good of the girls. You know what I'm saying? That's usually how it go. I am having a little bit of trouble believing this whole storyline on where they having these sit downs talking about Amy. You know what I'm saying? Amy's a gorgeous woman. She is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. When they doing all this sitting down and... you know, she's mine now, and well, she used to be mine and all of that. I don't know, this come out real scripted. Like, I might be wrong, but whatever. When they both hatched a plan to create like a date day so that the girls can get together and talk, I think that that's much needed, because messy as Carly involved is gonna cause friction among us all. So if you can get together before the shit get nasty and try to stop it, or at least scathe what you can off the top, then I think that that's a smart thing to do. So I commend the two for just coming together for the greater good, like I said, other girls, and we just gonna leave it at that until later on in the episode. Next we got Sierra sitting with Carly and Zell and Santana, and this is when we really learn about the shit that we heard about months ago, when Erica and, well, hold on, she who shall not be named, Bambi and Zell got arrested round to the hookah bar for acting a doggone motherfucking fool. Santana ran out on the tab like, no ma'am, I'm not about to do this. I told you, Zell, you and your motherfucking vocal cords. I told y'all, I don't want to be out here in the streets of Atlanta fighting with these motherfuckers. And what did you do? Bring me to the ghettoest of our ghettoest places and have me filming with the ghettoest of our ghettoest people. You know what I'm saying? And now look what the fuck happened. Your stupid ass went to jail. I left you. I went home, got around to the bed. That's what I got from Santana. Santana was giving every bit of, baby, it didn't faze me none. Because I was at home on my bed with my motherfucking feet running together. I did not give a fuck what was going on between Zell, Erica, who the fuck ever. I went home and I got in the bed, and I do not blame him, because that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting so drunk to where y'all in here playing roughhousing to the point where security, police, whoever can't tell the difference between whether or not y'all are being serious and really causing a commotion, or if y'all just playing with each other. Is crazy to me, considering y'all ages. I mean, come on, just sit down. Just act like y'all got some sense. And I get it. Everybody gonna say, hey, they going through something. The women's going through something, because both of them is going through divorces. Bitch, I'm going through something. You don't see me out here acting no motherfucking fool around to the bars, going to jail. I don't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't, and I would think that they don't have time, because, baby, I don't have a litter of babies hanging off of me. And it's like both of y'all got a whole lot of children that y'all need to be setting up, acting like y'all got some sense for. I don't understand why y'all acting like it's okay to go get in these motherfucking clubs, let alone a hookah bar, and show your motherfucking ass and get carted off to jail. It's crazy to me. Anyway, we're going to go on to Jock and his baby mama. Now, this here is stuff that you got to delve into, right? Because it's one of them situations where it's really unfortunate on nobody but the baby. For real. It's really, I would say it's kind of unfortunate on Jock, because he's trying his best to get both parties on the same page. But like, nigga, you the one that made all this shit happen in the first place. So fuck you. I'm not putting you on the list of the known stick and shut in when we talking about this. No, because you had a part in this shit. I'm talking about the fact that these women can't get together. Now, here's the thing. I completely get how, as this child's mother, the baby mama wants to meet Kendra. Because I can't remember the baby mama name. And I'm not going to. Kendra, I fucks with you. And I'm not going to. I don't get no damn. But, I hate how the mom, you know what I'm saying, rightfully so, she wants to meet the woman that her daughter's going to be around. Now, in a brief scene, last episode when we seen Jock and he was at the, you know, they was round to the mama's funeral and stuff. It looked like Kendra had a good little, you know, she seemed like she was motherly to the little girl. She bent down, she was playing with her and stuff, she was interacting with her and stuff. It seemed good, right? But you can't, as a mother, as the one that birthed that baby, and you know already going into it that you birthed this baby off some bullshit, especially when it played out on screen, because this nigga done married this woman, regardless of what he was telling you when he was laying it on you with no condom. He got married to this woman. And so now you're in a position where you have this baby and he's the one that's asking you to trust in him, that he's not going to have anybody crazy around your kids. And, you know, in this day and age, I would like to say that that's enough, but honestly, it's not. You know what I'm saying? You do want to meet the person, that the actual, you want to look her in her face. You want to look her in her fucking eyes. And you want to just know who is going to be around your children. For real. I can't blame her for that. On the flip side, to play devil's advocate, I cannot blame Kendra for not wanting no parts of that shit. Kendra's like, bitch, you got me fucked up. You went and you did this bullshit. You got this bitch pregnant. You the one that did this shit to our family. So your motherfucking ass is the one that's going to have to motherfucking deal with it. I shouldn't have to be in that. And I completely understand that if it wasn't for that baby that's involved. Because she's innocent, and if Kendra really do believe that she's innocent, like she keeps saying the baby's innocent, then she would at least meet the mother for sake of letting her know, I'm the woman that's gonna be around your baby. And you got my word that ain't nothing gonna happen to your baby in my care. I got her. Regardless of what's going on, I got her. You know what I'm saying? I think that that means a whole lot to a mother. And I think that if she would just do something like as small as a gesture as that, the girl might not want to keep being around her. Now, if the bitch do still want to be coming around, now you got a problem, Kendra, and you need to abort the mission immediately. But I do get why the woman wants to meet you. Okay? Moving on. Now, Carly pull up on Bambi, round to the Taco Tuesday. And they discussing, you know, the whole lawsuit thing, and Bambi saying that she gonna go ahead and go full throttle with the lawsuit. I do not blame Bambi one bit. I really don't. After seeing the way that they treat her, just like, you know, and the thing of it is, I'm neutral because I like Erica as well, and I understand that, Imani had to go through some shit as well, dealing with Bambi and Scrappy's relationship. I wouldn't have blamed Erica had she chose to take the legal route either, but she didn't. And so you just can't be mad because you chose to forgive it and you chose to sweep it under the rug, but Bambi's not choosing that. Bambi choosing violence. You can't be mad at that girl, for real. You can't, you know, and she basically solidified that she's going ahead and pressing charges. I can't be mad at it, especially after seeing next week little sneak peek where it looked like mamadee is ripping up her motherfucking what is it? Her degree. Bitch, I would have stomped mamadee and every one of her loose ass teeth into that motherfucking pavement. You understand me, bitch? Who the fuck you think you are ripping up? Who? Wait a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all, because that ain't even yet. Anyway, okay, we're gonna move on to chaotic. We got chaotic and y'all, what's his name? Mozzie. We got Chaotic and Mozzie. They went ahead and they set the date up for Amy and Erica to meet up. And it actually ended up going well. When they both saw each other, I kind of didn't know what was going on. When Erica walked in, like, she kind of knew. Probably Chaotic gave her his up. Because he know that motherfucker a firecracker. And he probably was like, listen, we walking in here. Plus, she was walking up. She already seen Amy there. Amy got her back turned. She twerking and shit. She don't know what the hell going on. She just turned having a good time with her man. So I can understand her excitement when Erica and Chaotic pulled up. Like, what's going on? She probably looking like, you know what I'm saying? This is some bullshit. But it looked like they ended up having a really good time together, both couples. And on the better side, it seemed like they both came to a mutual understanding. I think that Amy came to realize, hold on, Carly come with a bunch of bullshit. And if I'm going to be dealing with Carly, I got to be prepared to, be involved with some bullshit. And the reality of it is, do I really want to do that? And I think that she was really taking deep consideration of that. During they talk, I think that is something that also helped them get past that bullshit too, because it's petty. And you can't let no old ass bitch throw you young cute tenders into no motherfucking ring with each other for no reason. Don't do that. That's what she's trying to do, divide and conquer, so her corns can get these men's. Stop. You heard Erica say the bitch boyfriend done got fired for 1501. You better listen. And just so happened now, Carly finding oh, I keep wanting to spill next week tea and the episode ain't even aired yet. Okay, y'all. So it ends good. It ends good. Moving on. Now we got Zell. He done came with Bam. And they finna meet up with Sierra or whatever. And they gonna have this little talk basically for Bambi and Sierra to try to hash out their differences. I'm gonna tell you what. Back when this whole situation went down, if y'all don't know what happened that tore the friendship between Erica, Bambi, and Sierra apart, it was basically when Sierra confided in to Erica finally after about a month or so. I believe she said that Safari had tried to talk to her before. And when she confided in Erica and told her, yes, she waited a while, which can be questioned. She waited a while, but she waited a while to tell Erica. She didn't wait a while to tell just anybody. She had told Bambi and she had told her fiance. Sierra feels as though Bambi threw her under the bus because Bambi already knew about the situation. And when Erica brought the situation to light on Love and Hip Hop, Bambi acted like she was blindsided and like she didn't know what was going on, although Sierra had already told her. So I guess Sierra felt some sort of loyalty, as if to say, well, I already knew this, and she could have maybe spoke up or whatever. But honestly, the damage was already done. You know what I'm saying? So them two are basically having a conversation to see if they can hash it out. Sierra did jump the gun and she made a post and was just like, she's not they friends no more after the whole situation. I cannot say that I completely blame Sierra, because I would feel a way too if I felt like somebody that I considered to be a good friend knew the truth and they set up and let people crucify me in the wake of them knowing the truth, and they could just back me up real quick. She wasn't really asking for you to do nothing crazy, like lie to you, like none of that shit. She was just asking you, she was just looking to you to basically have her back and let it be known that, okay, even though Erica didn't know about this until a while later because Sierra was questioning whether or not she should tell her because of Erica's mental state, health state, all the states, while she was going through what she was going through with Safari. She didn't know whether or not she should tell her immediately, but it's not like she didn't tell anybody at the end of the day. She did tell at least her fiance and she told Bambi. All right, so them two basically come to the conclusion that it looked like they just gonna leave the situation right where it's at. And I think that's probably the best thing because I don't think that that's something that they could really get past. We're going to see as the season progresses if they able to. But as of right now, just the way that they left it off, it was real stank nasty. So I just don't see them being able to really do nothing. Now the meat and potatoes of this episode, baby. Jock and Kendra round to the skating right now. You going to bring this man out here on his birthday and lay into him like no other. And baby, I don't even blame you because I would have did the same motherfucking thing. Now listen, don't come at me in no bowling alley when we supposed to be in here celebrating. You gonna catch me off the fuck guard and you gonna bring me in here talking about this little girl mama want us to all meet. I get that. I understand that. But why the fuck you had to bring that shit up here? Right? Because now I just feel like this is some bullshit. Because now I'm finna have to ruin your whole day. I'm forced to. I ain't have no choice. Motherfucker, you basically had a gun in my head and forced me to ruin your motherfucking birthday. So that's what the fuck I gotta do, says Kendra. I gotta just fucking play my part and ruin this whole motherfucking day because you caused this shit. And that's just what it is. So Kendra lay into him. And you know, the thing of it is, I gotta give Kendra a little piece too. I can't let you off the hook, because my thing of it is, you knew about this little girl before you married him. When you married him knowing that he had made a mistake, he had conceived another child, and he had another baby on the side, that you was a little baby. This ain't one of them teenagers that you could just, the mamas is tired of them by now. They just don't give a fuck who the nigga with. As long as the bitch like kids and they willing to babysit, they ready to ship them motherfucking kids off, because them kids can come home singing, hollering, and telling them if anything go on. You can't expect that from a baby. A baby can't go home and tell their mama what the fuck going on. So a mama is going to be ultra protective of their children. Because Kendra doesn't have kids, she might be a little less sensitive to that, because she has never had a baby, you know, a biological child. She does help Jock with his kids, of course. He got a village, but she's never had one. So she might not understand. She really might be looking at it like, as long as I'm good to this baby, why in the fuck do I have to meet her? Well, you have to meet her, sweetie, so that the mother is comfortable in knowing that she could continue to send her child over her, and that there's nothing that's going to happen to her. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games when, you know, you happy with Jock and you taking care of her today, but let y'all get into it and she hasn't met you, and her baby get returned home and something wrong with her. Bitch, she better not cough wrong. You gonna be in the hot seat. So you really should want to just kind of like meet her to break the ice, and just so that y'all can be on at least a first name basis, and let her look you in the eyeballs and see that, okay, this woman don't have no ill intent towards my baby. Because I really do feel that that is the situation with Kendra. I don't feel like she has no ill intent towards the little girl. She really does want to help Jock raise his kids and stuff. It's just that it hurts. It's a sore spot. You gotta talk to the bitch that fucked your man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if y'all was on a break or not, y'all was engaged and this bitch fucked your man. And not only did she fuck him, she got pregnant by him, had a baby. And now I gotta watch this motherfucking baby. It hurts. But Kendra, you chose to marry him knowing all of that shit. So at some point you have got to say to yourself, when am I going to get past this shit? You have got to get past it. You cannot keep on harboring on to that shit and holding it. You got to let that shit go. Or it's going to just make the whole situation awkward and horrible for the whole family. And you really don't want that, because baby, them children ain't going nowhere. That's the thing. That's the thing. You the wife. Yeah, all right, but the kids, they really not going nowhere. Them is flesh and blood. So you might want to try to just play nice, for real. At least for like 1 or 2 visits, just so that she can get a feel for who you are. Ain't nobody saying y'all got to be besties. Ain't nobody saying you got to invite her over for what, nothing. You said the bitch ain't coming in your house. The bitch ain't coming in your house. That's it. The bitch ain't coming in my motherfucking house. Period. I don't blame you. But you at least got to let the lady lay eyes on you for herself and just see who she's sending her daughter over to. You feel me? So this episode was real good. I ain't even gonna lie. It wasn't bad at all. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was interesting. It hit a few little points. I do like how they kind of bouncing back and forth, because they was putting us with a whole lot of spice and shit, and this anger management shit. Rennie, and I love them, especially Rennie. I love looking at her. I love looking at her. But it's like, girl, I can only go through so much of this shit. So I love how they kind of bouncing us back and forth and giving us these dual storylines or whatever. I'm into it. I'm interested. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about it down in the comments. Like the video. Y'all can share it if y'all want to. I'm a brand new channel getting started. All the help I can get is wonderful. And I'm going to holler at y'all in the next one.